Incurred. We're good to go. We're standing for a lot of the session this evening, so starting standing, and we'll eventually make our way down. Right then, so our general maintenance Pilates set. Let's start with a shoulder roll. So have that in mind, general maintenance for your body. So we're just wanting to loosen off, adding some strength, loosen off, keep our body feeling healthy. So that means we're going to breathe well as we move. Inhale, lift, exhale down, couple more, inhale, lift, exhale down. And then relax your arms down. You want to use your nose to draw a small circle in front of you. Nothing too fast, otherwise you'll get dizzy. And then start to make the circles bigger. So little spirals round. As you circle your nose, they can get bigger and bigger. Keep your head and your shoulders steady as your head circles. And as they get bigger, go slower so you don't get dizzy. You don't need to let your head roll really far back. Nothing, it's a warm-up. Yeah, so warm up, not hurt ourselves. And then when your chin comes down towards your chest, pause there and we'll go the other way. Start off with the bigger. Go slowly so that you don't jam your neck. You're moving with conscious awareness of what feels okay in your body. Start spiraling them in. Smaller and smaller and smaller. Until your nose gets back to the center of the circle. And then the likelihood is your nose is pointing long at the moment. I'd like you to feel your nose come in more towards your face. So it brings your head back in line with the back of your body. Great. Hands come together in a prayer position. Circle your hands around. You're going palm to palm and then back to back. Palm to palm and then back to back. Circling around the wrists, getting into the small joints of your hands and wrists. And then change the direction in which you circle. I've noticed if I give too many instructions about how to do that, it becomes more difficult because you're trying to work out what you're doing. But just think you're circling around the palms to back of the hands. Good, and then give your hands a little shake out. Hands come to your hips and make some nice big swoopy hip circles. And then change direction. I don't know about you, but there's something that makes me smile when I'm circling the hips like this. Like it's a fun that your body, it reminds you of something fun. Hula hooping. Okay, and then back to center. Legs together, hands on your knees. I hope you weren't thinking of anything else. Circle your knees around. And then circle the other way. And then back to center, up to standing. Hands back on your hips. Firm your belly. Use your core muscles to lift your left heel. So the left heel is lifted as if it's pulling up into your core. And then extend the left leg and circle your foot. Full circles round. And the other way. Think of all the weight that's been going down through your whole body, down into your feet and your ankles through the day. So it's not, it's quite likely, give that leg a shake out. It's quite likely that when you first circle it, right heel lifts, connect to your core, and then right leg circles. That there's going to be some clunks for the first circle off you. Just that weight is the joints that have maybe been compressed, circle the other way. Then start to just release, and those little clunks are maybe just little air pockets or disconnection of where you've got compression. And then a little shake out, and then a little shake out through your whole body. Good, we'll do one roll down, so feet at hip distance apart. And for the first roll down, soft knees, chin to chest, roll your way down. And as you roll your way down, the knees are staying a little bit bent, so you can get really deep into the hip bend. And then roll your way back up again. Knees staying a little bit bent until you get up, and then they start to straighten out. One shoulder roll, back and down. We're going to lift your heels high off the floor, pressing the front of your feet forwards, lowering your heels down with control. Lift front of the feet forwards, lower with control. Another of those, press as high as you can, lengthen the front of your ankle, control your way back down. Adding a squat and arms. Arms lift with your heels. Keep the heels high and bend your knees, maybe what feels like about a quarter to a third of the way down. Keep pushing the heels forwards. Come back up, heels are still high, and then lower, with control. Mine wasn't so controlled then. So keep the control the best you can all the way through. Heels are high as you squat, as you push up, and control slowly, slowly back down. One more of those. Heels and arms. Spine stays upright as you as you squat down. I really have to focus on that. And then pushing back up again. There's a slight squeeze in through the legs. And lower the heels and your arms back down. Legs straight now. Firm your belly, firm your buttock muscles and roll down, chin to chest. We're not bending the knees unless the back needs you to. When you get to the bottom of the roll down, the sit bones lift. Then engage your buttock muscles so they pull down as your belly pulls up, rolling back up again. Shoulders roll back and down. Turn your heels together, Pilates stance legs. So heels are lifting and lowering again, but this time the legs will probably come slightly apart as the heels lift and then lower. 2 more of those. So we want to feel the buttock muscles are engaged, the thigh bones are turned outwards. 1 more. Lift and lower. Arms go wide as the heels lift. Squat the knees wide. Keep the heels lifted. Push back up, squeeze the legs, engage the buttocks, and then lower back down. 2 more. Lift. Bend. Straighten and squeeze. And lower. And lift. Bend. Straighten, squeeze. And lower. Heels come apart. Roll down, chin to chest. We want to feel the belly pulling in as you bend in the spine before you go into the hips. And then finally you bend at the hips. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, pull your way back up. So belly pulling you up through the spine. Shoulders roll back 1 circle. Bring your hands to your hips. Engage the muscles between your hip bones, your pelvic bones. Lift the left heel off the floor. Turn your left knee out. Keep your hips facing forwards. Left knee forwards and heel down. Right heel lift. So you want to feel it lifts from your core. Knee out. Knee forwards. Heel down. Slightly stronger. Left heel lifts. Connect to your core and float the knee up. Knee out. Knee in. Foot down. Right heel lifts, connects to your core, and maybe the knee comes up. Knee out. Knee center. Foot down. Left heel, core, knee up. Open. Close. Foot down. Right heel, core, knee up. Out. Center. 1 more each side. Left heel, core, and lift. Open. Center. Down. Right heel, core, lift. Open. Center. And down. Then you're lifting the left heel again. And we're making like a cycle motion. I'm going to turn slightly to the side. So you lift the knee up, extend and cycle the leg through. So you want to feel in this cycle motion, you can also maybe imagine it's a bit like an animal pawing the ground, like you're kicking dirt back. Keep your head steady, keep your chest up. Okay, now keep your knee in front and extend and bend. Extend and bend. Head stays tall. Spine stays upright. Now hold the legs straight for 3, hands on hips. For 2, standing leg as straight as you can. For 1, foot down to the floor, lift the right heel, hug the belly in, lift the knee and extend and paw the ground. Extend and paw the ground. Yeah, as if you're trying to kind of brush your mat with your foot. Minimal waving in the spine. Last time. Knee comes in front, extend, bend. Extend, bend. Keep your head steady. And the legs stay straight for 3, 2, 1. Leg goes down. Slide your left leg back so the big toe is on the floor behind you. Push long through your leg into the big toe so you get longer through your whole body. Think rather than sinking into it, you're lifting out of it. Arms press back and then lift the leg and arms. 10, 9, 8. Your thigh bone feels like it's pressing back, and as the thigh bone presses back, keep your belly firm. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That foot comes down. Right big toe slides back, arms back. Lift the belly, elongate like you're trying to lift out of the legs. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Try not to lean forwards. 3, 2, 1. Foot back down and have a little shake out. Okay, we're rolling to the floor, roll down again. So chin to chest, roll your way down. Keep the legs engaged as you roll. Buttocks engaged until the hips bend. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, roll up. Shoulders roll back and down. Final one standing, arms out to the side. Turn one palm up, one palm down. Look to the downward facing palm. Turn your palms and turn your head, looking to the downward facing palm. 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1. Look to the downward facing palm and take that palm down to the leg, looking down as your arm goes down, and the other arm is reaching up in the air. So you're looking down toward the outside of your ankle where your fingers are pointing, the other arm reaching long toward the ceiling, and then firm your belly and firm your legs so they feel like they're holding your lower body steady. Back to center. Turn to look at the other downward palm and go down to the other side, reaching long through one side and reaching down through the other side. Keep the legs firm, the belly in. Imagine the whole of your body, including the back of your arms, touching a wall, against a wall. Come up, look to the upward turned palm and turn your head, turn your head. Upward palm, upward palm, upward palm. Stay looking to the upward palm and then side bend with your upward palm going up and look up with your arm. So you're looking to the arm now that's reaching up in the air. You can sense the arm that's reaching down because you've just seen what it's doing. Your belly's pulling in and that top lifted arm, the thumb presses back a little. Firm belly, firm legs. Come up to center, arms wide, look to the upward turned palm, upward turned palm. And then the other arm, looking to the upward turned palm as it goes up. Your other arm reaches down, firm in your belly, firm in your legs. They haven't moved off center. Come back up, looking forwards, and bring your arms down. Roll down, chin to chest. Hug in at the belly as you roll, roll, roll. Once you're down, we're coming onto hands and knees. From hands and knees, let's have the right arm stretching along the floor in front of you and the left leg stretching along the floor in front of you. So you're touching the ground, but your arm and leg are straightened. So that's opposite arm, opposite leg. Slide your hand and your foot as far along the floor as you can until you can't get any further out through that arm and leg. And notice how it will have made your back feel wonky. Your shoulders will be wonky. You'll have sunken a bit to the floor. So now I want you to pull the arm and leg into the shoulder and hip joint until you feel your back has squared off. Shoulders are level, hips are level. From that point, lift your arm and leg up for 5, tap down. For 4, tap down. Engaging the buttock muscles to lift the leg by lifting from the thigh bone. 2 more. 2, 1, hand and knee to the floor, other arm and leg straighten out. Overreach, sink, feel you kind of compress. You should feel that it feels wrong, especially if you've been coming to Pilates a while. Then engage the arm and leg into the shoulder joint. So now you feel you're elevated more away from the ground, and then lift and lower. As your arm and leg lift, you've got a nice, reliable, steady tabletop back. For 2, for 1, and then hand and knee to the floor. We're going to take a little child's pose, and we'll rest our head on our hands or the arms. Deep breath. Plank position. Back up onto your hands. Line your shoulders over your thumb joints. Let's go right leg first into plank. Firm your core. Second leg extends. Full plank position. Push out through your heels from your core. Lengthen through the top of your head from your core. Shoulders are moving away from your ears. You're feeling there's none of that overreaching where the middle starts to sink or you compress between the shoulders. We want to feel that there's strength, bringing you just to the right height. 3, 2, 1. Knees go down. Child's pose with your arms by your side or arms under your head. Sinking in a little deeper, a little closer to your legs. Okay, then we're doing another plank, but on our forearms. If you come to your forearms first, look between the thumbs and get your shoulders over the elbows. Left leg's going to go back first, then the right leg follows, holding your plank position. Again, if we don't engage enough, we end up sinking and sagging. If that's happening and you can't lift, put your knees to the floor. That's going to make it a little easier to get the alignment. Push out through your heels if your knees are off the ground. Breathe in the nose. And out through the lips. In the nose. And when you breathe out through the lips, imagine your trousers have got a zip. That's just zipping up in the lower belly, keeping you nice and firm and held there. Zipping you in nice and neatly through the sides of your waist. Even the crotch of the zip is zipping up. 2, 1. Instead of child's pose, lower your knees and come onto your tummy. Rest your head on your hands. I'm just going to bend the legs up to the ceiling. Take your knees wide. So feet to the ceiling, knees wide. And lift your feet side to side. Your shins sway. Okay, and we'll do very similar to what we did standing. As you straighten your legs back down the middle of the mat, take your arms down by your side, palms up. Lengthen your legs out a bit more, engage the legs. Roll your shoulders back so you can straighten your arms more. Keep your head on the floor, lift both arms a bit higher than your bottom, and then lower them back down, like the whole back of your arm is trying to push up to the ceiling, and then back to the floor. Do that one more time. As your arms push up, you want to feel your waistline stay neatly in, pelvic floor switched on. Add the right leg as your arms lift, right leg lifts and lower. As the arms lift, left leg lifts and lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. We do it with a chest and head lift, so lifting head and chest, lowering head and chest. Lifting head and chest, lowering. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Keep both legs on the floor. Lift just your upper body. And then swoop your arms forwards into cactus shape. Lower down toward the ground with your arms now in cactus shape. Re-engage or remind your pelvic floor, your core. And we're going to leave the arms on the floor as you inhale. Exhale, lift your chest. Inhale. Exhale, lift your arms. Inhale, back to start position. Exhale, lift head and chest. Inhale. Exhale, lift your arms. Inhale, return to start. Exhale, head and chest. Inhale. Exhale, lift arms. Inhale, start position. One more time. Exhale, lift head and chest. Inhale. Exhale, arms. Inhale, back to start position. Hands under shoulders and bottom to heels. Child's pose. Stretch your arms in front. Arms long this time. Breathe right back into the hips. Feel the back strength stretching out. Okay, and then we're coming round onto our bottom. Three rounds of the 100, but we're going to shorten it so it's not quite 100 each time anyway. Let's take this out the back of my top. Okay, first of all, hands behind the back of the legs. Inhale, tall. Exhale, roll down onto your back. Hands can slide down the back of the legs to guide you if you need to. Your feet are going to slide on the floor so they come closer to your bottom. Keep looking at your legs so you're lifting your head and chest in an abdominal curl. You're holding the legs just enough to remind yourself to keep the chest lifted and the tailbone down. Arms extend. First set of the 100. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In. When you breathe out, firm the lower belly. 3 more breaths here. Keep your head steady. Keep your chest steady and just move your arms. 1 more round. Your hands hold the legs again. As your head goes down, bring your knees towards your chest. Holding the legs as they press forwards, you're going to roll up. So legs press forwards. Holding them, they bring you up. Sit tall, inhale. This time, no arms. And as you roll down into the same position, try bringing your legs up into double knee fold. So we're going for the second round of the 100. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just 5 breaths. So it might be called the 100, but we're not doing 100 of them. 2 more rounds of breath. Each one of these is going to get a little harder, so you know that you can always go back to the last round. So your legs stay there. As you inhale next, take your arms over behind, head touches the floor. Arms forwards and roll up. Hold the legs if you need to. And then this time, can you straighten your legs and have them in Pilates stance. Heels together, thighs are rotated outwards. Arms in front. Roll down onto your lower back, head and chest stay lifted, and legs are going to come off the floor, same height as your chest. For anyone that finds that's a strain, just one leg is fine, or any of those 2 earlier versions. 6 breaths. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you're doing a single leg, now's your time to switch to the other leg. If you're in Pilates stance, remind the legs to turn strongly. Buttocks are engaged. Thighs are engaged. On your next exhale, lower all the way down to the floor and come into butterfly position legs. Arms open wide. Breathe easy. And keep your arms opened wide. As your knees come in, Plant your feet ready for a shoulder bridge. Curl the tailbone off the floor and roll your spine up until you're level with your arms, about chest height, chest level, and then roll back down again. Inhale, land. Exhale, roll up, feeling your knees reaching away from the shoulders as you roll up. Rolling down, pressing each vertebra back to the mat. Inhale. Exhale, roll up. Inhale at the top. Exhale, roll down. A little stretch out. Right leg comes up in the air. 5 little kicks. 5, 4, 3, 2. And your right ankle comes onto the left knee. Bring the left leg towards you. Hands can go behind the back of the left leg. Shoulders square and open. Hips square and pressing down. Left leg flat to the floor. Take your right knee across into a twist. Look out to your right arm. Great, and then come back into center, both feet flat to the floor. Left leg up in the air, 5 little kicks, 5, 4, 3, 2. Left ankle onto right knee. Right leg in, hands behind the right thigh. If you can't do that, then leave the right foot on the floor, it's fine. And again, widen the shoulders. The leg you're holding, your right leg, all the way out flat to the floor. Take your left knee across, twist. Look out to the left arm. Feel your left knee and left arm reaching away from each other. Shoulders trying to stay close to the ground. Back into center. Both feet flat to the floor. Reset your bottom. And then both knees in. Squeeze them in and out. 5, 4, 3, 2. Release your legs all the way down after 1. So you can, well, in fact, we'll have the legs bent if you don't mind. Feet wide and knees together. And elbows on the floor with your hands resting somewhere across your abdomen. And spread your hands so they're wide, so they're covering a lot of your abdominal space. And then when you breathe in, feel your belly rise and expand into your hands. And as you breathe out, feel your abdomen fall away from your hands. Just keep that flow of breath expanding with the inhale. And almost like a collapsing as you exhale, as the breath goes out. Couple more. One. And then release your arms, straighten your legs. Taking a couple of minutes lying out flat. If it's not comfortable flat, then bend your legs again. And let the bones of your arms be heavy. So you've really got to relax from your shoulders all the way down to your fingertips. I can't properly relax my arms if they're in too tight. So let them fall out freely. And then relax properly, your leg bones heavy. And again, that comes from your hips, so relax your glutes. Relax your belly, your hip flexors. So everything that's holding onto your legs, let go of them. And your skull heavy. Think of what's holding onto your skull normally when your head's upright, and everything that normally supports it is now letting it go. And then with your exhales, as your torso exhales, the belly falls, the chest narrows, just feel everything relaxing with the exhale, like everything's taken an internal sigh of release. Another full breath. And then bend your legs, feet flat to the floor. If it's not comfortable for you to roll up, ignore these next few instructions and make your way up to sitting. If it is okay for you, first of all, take your legs in the air, give them a little shake out. Cross one ankle in front of the other, hold your legs and roll back and forwards. Each time you roll, switch the cross of your ankle. Holding your legs so you've got some support to roll, keep switching your ankle cross. Make your way up to sitting with whichever ankle wants to cross in front and sit up tall. One hand on your belly and this time the other hand onto your chest. And we'll just take 3 or 4 deep breaths to finish. So breathing in and out your nose, breathe into your belly, lower hand, and to your chest, upper hand. And exhale. Breathe into your belly, lower hand. Continue to your chest, upper hand. And exhale. Again, imagine a second set of hands on the back of your body. So breathe into both lower hands, lower belly, lower back. Both upper hands, upper chest and back of chest. And exhale. Feel your breath reaching into all 4 hands, the 2 front hands, the 2 back hands. And all the breath out. Great, and then bring both hands together. Well done for moving well, for breathing well, and for doing something to keep yourself well. Thank you. Thank you all very much.